And you hit on a few things that kind of made me realize also, like even when we were going to school at Coleman and whatnot, in a way we were a privileged generation, but we were a privileged group of kids in our own right. And the thing about our generation, I think, is this is where our knowledge, our education meets, like you say, our distance within that age gap. So like you said, we just far enough from slavery or what have you to where, you know, we're not necessarily in fear. We're not living in fear. No. But our knowledge has met that instinct in us, and we working with what we got. And I think we working with a pretty good hand. Exactly. You know what I mean? So my next question is just actually, I see the logo on the shirt. If you kind of want to just show the camera, where does that come from? And you know,
well, the logo is a stairs, set of stairs. It's an older man, clearly leading young boys up the stairs.
Okay.
Period. Just one hand in the next hand, and we just pull each other up. So it's an illustration of, first of all, the older, wiser man being the leader of the young.
Right.
And it's also symbolic of us pulling each other up, pulling the crabs. Everybody, so like the crab in the barrel mentality.
Right.
So you get out, the crab get up. Instead of reaching back, I got out, I'm gone.
Exactly.
To hell with y'all. No. Reach down, grab another crab, and we just keep pulling each other up. Just keep pulling each other up until we get enough of us out, and we can really make a difference. We can really make a change. Because the thing is this: one person cannot do nothing by themselves. Anybody that's great, whether it be an entertainer, an athlete, a musician, whatever, you know what I mean? A business person, an entrepreneur, anything does not operate to its maximum potential with one person.
The sooner you realize that, the
better. We can just put our egos to the side.
Right.
And we can put our thirst for power to the side, our thirst for attention, our thirst for monetary gain, our thirst for being the one. You the one, but it's 100 other dudes behind you that could potentially be the one too. And honestly, I would rather have 5% of something that's worth everything versus having 100% of something that's not worth as much. Like at the end of the day, teamwork is going to make the dream work.
Totally.
And that's what we got to get. That's the point we have to get to. We have to realize, like, okay, I got my shot.
Right.
Okay. So how can I help somebody else get their shot?
That's it. That's what it's about.
And that's all it is.
Yeah. And when you're being selfless, that's what it's about. When you have a genuine care for those who look like you, or just the human race, if you want to say that. That's what you do. You reach back, and like you said, we plant the seed for the next generation. It's not going to all happen, you know, within our generation.
We're not planting roses. We planting oak trees.
Exactly.
It's not going. You plant an oak tree today. You got to plant an oak tree. You're not planting roses.
Exactly. So
you have to be comfortable with the idea that, look, I might spend the next 50 or 60 years of my life doing what I'm doing.
Serving.
But it says that in the Word. I'm not the most religious person in the world, but there's wisdom in the Word.
Exactly.
You are here to service. You are here to give. You are here to be beneficial to your fellow man. That's your job. And what people don't understand is I'm not religious, but I'm big into energy. I'm big into laws of attraction and things like that. You reap what you sow. And that's literal, meaning that if all you put out here is manipulation, lies, deceit, bad character, bad energy, ripping people off, looking people in their faces, lying to them, doing these things, you are going to attract every single thing you put out. Everything. So you hear people all the time like, why is this happening to me? This and that. I'm just, listen, if you want to know why something's going on, or why a person is in your life, or why you in certain circumstances or environments, look in the mirror first.
There you go.
Look in the mirror first. Start with self. So, with that being said, it's just important for us as the upcoming elders. We're giving birth to kids. I got 3 kids of my own. You got kids. It's very important that we create the environment that we feel comfortable with our kids being able to flourish in.
That's right.
We have to create that on our blocks, in our schools, at our homes. We have to, at the recreational, like I'm sitting back scratching my head every day because I know, you know, I'm a sports guy. I always have been, but just because it was a way to compete.
Right.
I'm a little salty with the football thing right now. But as a whole, not just the NFL, but the sports circuit in this city, it's terrible. You can't even go to a PAL game, which is the Police Athletic League, and feel safe at a PAL game.
Right.
Y'all making all of this money with admissions, with concessions, selling merchandise, all of this money, but y'all can't keep people safe.
Right. Exactly.
Then you turn around, there's 26 teams in this league. Only 6 or 7 of the teams may be competitive.
Right. What's the fun in that?
Because there's no requirement and there's no credential base for you to get this position as an organizer of a program.
That's right.
All you need is some money. Get some kids.
Yep, right.
So you got a bunch of guys who have never been about nothing as far as programming wise. At the end of the day, you can't be a college football coach unless you play college football. You shouldn't be able to be a high school coach unless you play high school football. And you got guys running programs, and I saw it up close and personal. I come from the Buccaneers. They're not around no more. But I coach with the Steelers, and the Steelers is a branch off from the Buccaneers. A lot of old Buccaneer guys is over there. So it's an old school feel. But I had removed from that for a while. I was coaching high school. So we got kids in high school, 14, 15, 16, 17, with the worst habits. I mean, terrible habits.
I can only imagine.
Late to practice, late to lifts, don't want to work out, talking back. And that's just on the character tip. I'm not even going to go off into the actual skill set and the lack of fundamental knowledge of the game.
But when you don't have those building blocks, like you say, being on time and respect, you can't really begin to build a skill set athletically.
Exactly. And it started at home. It started at home. So I'm not putting all the onus on the coaches. It starts at home because I can get in with a kid for 2 hours a day and give him all of this insight and give him all of these things and all of these things and ways to live by. But if they go home to their mother and father and they're not making them stand behind that, those bad habits will, kick in, regardless. But I know this to be a fact. When I was a kid, the man you didn't want to have to go visit from doing something wrong was your coach.
Exactly.
Period. Coaches walked the hallways in school. Coaches popped in classrooms. So some of the coaches were actually teachers at the school.
Right, of course.
So you had to see them. It wasn't a situation where you could get away with being slick and doing something fly and not having to take the big chance of running into them in the office or wherever. So it's just different, man. And you look at the quality of product that we're putting out. You mean to tell me, like, we can't put out 10 pros a year? Come on, man. There's so much talent in the city. There's so much talent. But the infrastructure is terrible. Let's shrink this little league thing down to 10 teams.
How about that?
Because 26, it's not 26 coaching staff that's qualified. Not 26 staff. You got D team, C team, B team, A team. So that's 26 teams times 4, which is what? 104. It's not 104 coaching staff in the city of Detroit that's qualified to be hands-on with kids every day. It's just not.
Right. We need, like you say, if we downsize to 10, they can lead by example, and we can gradually add,
And you can put qualified organizations together. Where we teach it, and we all, and another thing, we all in sync because to hell with trying to compete about winning this PAL championship. Let's make sure all of these kids that are in our league are getting the same exposure. If we got an athlete, if we got a professional guy coming back that's training quarterbacks, every quarterback in this league should have access to him. If we got a receiver coach, or whoever that then been to that next level that's willing to come back and give that next level type insight. We make sure all the kids get that. Not Cubs versus the Cougars, or we Cubs to hell with the Cougars, or we Buccaneers to hell with the Steelers, or we Steelers to hell with the... No, we all from Detroit. We all from the same circumstances. We all need the same things, man. Y'all over here fighting, ready to shoot and compete over a little league football game because your son faster, or my son not as good as your son. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying don't be competitive. Competitiveness, it breeds positive things because at the end of the day, it's what drives us.
Right.
Wanting to be the best is what drives us.
Right.
So that's fine.
Exactly.
But don't separate like it's not the same thing. Because you from West 7 Mile and these kids over here from Finkel.
Right. Exactly.
It's really a gang mentality if you want to be truthful.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
It's reinforcing gang mentality.
Yeah, this team live over here, they over here. And
come on, man.
Yeah, come on. Man. Now, can you just, you know, for like the entrepreneurs out here or just people aspiring to kind of do what you're doing with the nonprofit, can you describe the process a little bit of?
Man, that's what I'm saying. The process has been so crazy because, like I said, this is just something we just leaped out there on. I don't have no fun. I don't have no background in. I got a real estate background. You know, I do home improvement. I'm on real estate company. Man, real estate company, home improvement company.
Okay.
Buy real estate, sell real estate, things like that. But I don't have a background dealing with the IRS as far as going through everything we got to go through to actually get the not-for-profit. So when we first started, I was instantly trying to get in contact with people that had non-for-profits and people that had actually organized non-for-profits. So I was getting crazy numbers to do paperwork, 12,000, 5,000, like what? But this is what I'm saying about energy and just putting it out there continuously. I've attracted people to come to me, and I've ended up in places where now I done got to the point now where I'm going to a free class that shows me what to do at D.A.D.D.Y Community Center on Grand River in Wyoming, or Sheffield building, where they're going to actually walk you through step by step for free. Now you got to pay money for your filing and all of that stuff, but you're not going to pay somebody all this money in order to fill out some papers. And when I first started, I didn't have the slightest clue what a 501c3 entailed. But now that we done got to the meat and potatoes, I'm like, really, man? Y'all about to charge all this money
do what I can do.
But that's more of the problem.
Exactly.
Be selfish with the information.
Right.
You got a non-for-profit. I'm not hurting you by getting a non-for-profit myself, but all we thinking is competition. It's so much money out here and there's so much opportunity out here that we get our little piece. We just like, nah, I ain't giving this shit.
And the shame of it is it's not for-profit organization, so I'm not stealing profit from you. I start mine.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
but that's the mentality, man. Everybody like, what he over there doing? He think, you know, and I'm not here to compete with you.
Exactly.
I compete with one person.
We all
me.
on the same table.
I'm the only person I compete with.
That's it.
When I wake up, I'm like, how can I beat myself today? How can I be better today than I was yesterday? I'm not competing with you.
Man, it is what it is.
And that's genuinely my feeling. Like I don't compete with people, man. I don't be sitting up looking like, well, he got like, what's for him is for him.
Totally.
And what's for me is for me. I don't have a bad life.
Right, exactly.
I got a pretty good life. I got what I want. I got a beautiful wife, beautiful, healthy kids, my own home. Exactly. You know, I got skills with my hands. I can always feed myself because I know how to use my hands. I got a brain. I mean, I'm not a bad looking guy. I'm healthy, man. You know, I eat good. Life is not that bad.
Not that bad. Why waste your energy on trying to pull somebody else down?
And considering the fact that a lot of dudes that I come up with are not here no more.
Right. Exactly.
You know, it's a blessing. I'm 29. I made it. To 29. That's a blessing.
That's an OG right now. Coming from where we from.
Man, I laugh all the time, man. The young boys on my street, they call me Unc.
Right.
Or school. I be like, how do you think I am?
Right, exactly.
But my wife had to tell me, she said, man, that's because of how you carry yourself.
Exactly.
I'm like, all right, I still ain't Unc.
Right, still ain't Unc, young dog. But also, man, I want to talk about, I saw you attended the Eric Thomas seminar.
Goodness.
I need details, so.
Listen, man. When I say that man was speaking to my soul, you know what I mean? Like, I follow ET, right? All I follow is motivational pages, inspirational pages, because it's like I said, it's reinforcement. I don't follow strippers. I really don't typically follow rappers. I don't really typically follow that type of stuff.
I think that's key. You gotta filter what you see on social media.
And I do. And it's not because I'm not fans. Like of course. You know, I grew up with Payroll. I grew up with D.A.D.D.Y. You know what I'm saying? We all went to come in together. So I'm this is in my deck right now.
Okay, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But when I'm talking about what I want to see when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to see chains and booty shaking and all of that. Now I want to see something in the morning that's gonna make me want to get up
and do what you do.
So I follow ET, but I don't necessarily see him on my timeline every day, and I don't go like it's like you wake up. Every day I wake up, try to meditate a little bit. You know, I breathe, I listen to a little yoga music, things like that, just to get myself relaxed. And I'm like, okay. I woke up, and it was real last minute when we was talking on Facebook. He was like, man, I was like, it was last minute for me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Something told me to go on this man's page. I don't know what it was, but I hadn't been on ET page in months. I went on this page, and it was showing that they had the seminar or whatever they had. I'm like, I gotta go to that.
Right, no doubt.
Didn't even really have the money for it, but I'm like, I gotta go to that.
Yeah, it's an investment.
So I went. So as I'm pulling up, it's at the Dearborn Marriott out there on Oakwood.
Okay.
So tell you a story. Rewind 10 years ago. Same situation, but it was Rich Dad Poor Dad. It was Robert Kiyosaki, if you're familiar.
Right.
I paid $500 to go to his seminar at the same exact location.
Oh, wow.
What a ripoff. What a scam. Like, it was terrible. So when I'm pulling up, I'm like, damn, it's the same exact place. And it gave me like a real, I had an eerie feeling.
Yeah, right.
Man, I walked in that room, and within the first 10 minutes, I knew like this was different.
Man, that's what's up.
I was like, wow, like, and the thing that I see is the transition. It wasn't even so much motivational speaking. His other guy was doing a lot of talking. It's the entrepreneurial series. So everything we talked about in there was about marketing.
Wow, man. I missed it.
Marketing schemes, way to brand yourself, package yourself properly, get your product out there. And it was everything he was saying was confirming stuff that I already was thinking. Like me and my partner go back and forth all the time about stuff like hosting free events. The Father's Day event was free. We talking about hosting free camps and things like that because he got an athletic trainer that he does as well. So we going back and forth about that, but I'm like, dude, we hold a free event. That's your platform to showcase and market yourself to as many people as possible, and you're not losing it.
It's
Giving.
an investment.
It's an investment. So if you hold something and you got 100, anything to get 150, 200, 300 people out there to showcase your talent and showcase your package. It's an investment because if we know anything about the law of large numbers, you get 300 people to come out somewhere so you can present something. Man, listen, out of 300, man, 30 of them got to be interested.
Exactly.
And that's 10%. That's a low percentage.
Right.
If you super selling yourself and you over delivering, as ET says, you might get 30%.
There you go.
So, man, that event was just like, I walked out of there with chill bumps on my arm, and it wasn't trying to sell you nothing. They got programs like Game Changers, which is specific to speakers. They got Breathe University, where they do like $50 a month online, but they weren't trying to sell nothing. All they did in there was sell themselves.
Man.
It was crazy.
That's what people buy. When you buying into a product, you not necessarily buying a product. You're buying into the person and the brand behind that product.
Exactly.
That's awesome. You know?
It was a major eye-opener, man. And I got a chance to meet him, chop it up with him for a minute, take a picture with him. Then his partner, CJ, who actually is just as good of a speaker as he is.
Yeah, CJ is.
But he's not, like he said, I'm a speaker too. Yeah. But when you want motivation, you go to ET. Ain't nobody better than ET.
Nobody.
But I know how to speak as well. So it was where I needed to be because as I'm developing with this, I'm developing another company which is Legendary Bound, which is my initial, well not my initial, you know everybody called me LB, so Legendary Bound, LB. I want a motivational speak as well. That's going to be my motivational speaking piece, things like that. So I'm getting into that. Like if you follow my social medias, I put a piece up every day. You know, I want to give people motivation, inspiration every day. Whatever it be, whether it's a video, whether it's a post, a meme, whatever. That's kind of what I'm gearing towards with that. So it was like I needed to be there. I'm glad I went.
Awesome. Now how can parents, like if parents want to get their kids involved with D.A.D.D.Y Disciples, how can they do that?
Well, I got a social media, you know, D.A.D.D.Y Disciples. Facebook, I'm Carl Braggs. I got a Twitter page, D.A.D.D.Y_Disciples. Basically just social media, man. Reach out to me. I mean, like I said, I'm real transparent. You can reach out to me. Anybody can reach out to me. Please do, feel free. And like I said, I'm just looking at this point for like-minded individuals that want the same things. It don't matter if our approaches are different. It don't matter if our ideas are different. But if we actually, at our core, want the same things, we can make things happen. Your shit cracks.
Badly.
I don't like putting cases on my joint though, man.
Me either. I'm not gonna do it. So, and this just happened like last week, so I'm about to have to take him on and
that shit have your feelings hurt.
Yeah, dude. You shouldn't even break it up.
All right, so there was that.